Hello class, my name is Sierra Mahomes and I decided to do my video on should athletes be required to take a drug test on a regular basis. When you think of drugs, does an athlete ever come in mind? Yes, all athletes who are a part of an organized sport should be required to pass a regular drug test. Athletes using drugs to boost their performance has been a problem from about the 1960s. It's called performance endurance drugs, as known as PEDs. Some PEDs are anabolic agents, narcotics, cannabinoids, which is also known as marijuana, and glucocorticoid steroids, cocaine, blood doping, and many more. All sports, genders, and age groups have used drugs to make them better athletes. Whether it's college, high school, middle school, to professionals, all of them have done it before. But not only athletes use these substances. A recent report shows that 5% of students are reported to using the most dangerous drugs, like the ones I listed in the beginning. Caffeine is the most widely used substance, with 73% of preteens and teens drinking it on a daily basis. Caffeine exceeding the amount found in about 8 cups of coffee was banned by the World Anti-Doping Agency in the 1980s. But in 2004, they removed caffeine from the list of banned substances. When a player or athlete uses drugs to make them better, it is a form of cheating. In the NCAA, they drug test yearly, and its member school drug share the responsibility of not only testing students, but educating students about the usage of drugs and how dangerous it could be. For NCAA, if students are positive for a drug test, they will automatically lose 1 full year of eligibility and are withheld from competition for 365 days from the date of the test. If this happens for a second time, the student athlete will lose the rest of their eligibility, which means they will have to go home and do some major explaining to their parents. If a student refuses to show up for a drug test, they will be penalized with the same results if the test was positive. For professional sports, it varies. Depends on what sport the athlete plays, but they still have to be tested. I'm going to show you guys a picture of an athlete who recently was abusing drugs. This picture on the left is when he first got arrested, and the picture on the right is when he was healthy. Pass it around.
Tiger Woods.
Yes, Tiger Woods.
Put me up.
He was found with 5 different drugs in his system.
You said the left side he was healthy
Yes.
and the right side he was high.
No, he's healthy, and that's his regular self on the right side. He was found with 5 different drugs in his system, which were Vicodin, Dilaudid, Xanax, Ambien, and THC, which is also known as marijuana. But marijuana was legal in Florida, so that really didn't count at the time. He admitted to abusing these drugs because he was trying to treat his own back pain and sleeping problems by himself without any help of the doctors. Unlike most athletes, he was able to get help quick and continue his golfing career. This action made the PGA Tour shake up their drug testing policy by blood testing the start of the season and updating its list of banned substances. If any golfer is suspended for abusing any banned substances, will be announced publicly for the first time. In high school, drug tests are not as serious as athletes in college or being a professional player who gets paid a lot of money. High school testing should become more frequently because young students should be thinking more about having fun than harming their bodies from these strong drugs. These should, there should be a rule that to even play on an organized team, the coaches and athletes should be tested for drugs. Playing sports while intoxicated could put others in a serious amount of harm. So remember that no matter what sport or age you are, drug testing should happen on a regular basis. It will make an athlete more healthier and work harder to meet their goals instead of damaging their body. Parents should also educate their children at home about the consequences of drugs and sports together. As I showed you with Tiger Woods, drugs are nothing to play around with. That's why drug testing should happen regularly for organized sports. Thank you, my audience, for your time. I hope you enjoyed my presentation.
Yay!